Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today, we are doing Bruegel. Bruegel is a 5.2% alcohol Belgium amber ale by Van Steenberg. It's pretty low percentage for most of the commercially available Belgian beers. It is re-fermented in the bottle. It is considered a living beer. So I grabbed the Duvel tulip glass again. Oh. And there's what happens when you're drinking a living beer. Before anyone says it, no, it wasn't shaken. That lifting it up for the camera and putting it down on the table is the most movement this beer has had. This is what I expected to have happened from Duvel when I opened it, was for it to foam up out of the bottle. So, first off, it is amber like it claims to be. It's a coppery amber color. I really like the head. You can see it's lacing nicely on the side of the glass. It's real thick, it's real bubbly. There's a good deal of air in there. It isn't lasting as long as a Duvel head or say a Meredzus head or anything like that, but it is lasting. It's not going anywhere yet. Oh yeah. It's beer filled with malt, filled with yeast. It's very sweet malt. Given off a very high amount of yeast on the nose, sorry. It's really reminding me of dough or anything else that's rising, as proofing it, if you will. With the head fading, the beer slowly looking less and less appealing. I mean, it still looks nice in the glass, but not anything near what it was looking like before it started fading down. If you're a bottle cap collector, you rest so well with these bottle caps, unless you want to collect blank gold ones. Yeah, just the malt and the yeast, really. There's something spicy, smells like spruce. So, a slight spicy notch to yeasty and malty taste. It's very crisp and very soft. Not much carbonation is moving in the glass, but once it hits your tongue, there is a good deal of carbonation on there. It's kind of like you're sticking your tongue with a pin at the beginning. It starts off somewhat sour, sort of like sourdough. As it passes over your tongue, you get a very strong malty sensation, and then as it goes back the back of your throat, you get that spruciness and some hops on the taste buds, which end the beer in a very bitter finish. It's not disgustingly bitter. It's just not good. It's It's reminiscent of North American big brewery IPAs for the finish, just with a little bit of sourness and yeastiness to it. So kind of a mixture of like an Alexander Keith's and sort of a mixture of an Alexander Keith's and a sour yeast beer. I mean, sometimes bottle conditioned beers can taste this way. I've only had 2 or 3 that have tasted like this. It is something different. And I mean, I am drinking it from the tulip glass, so it is hitting further back on my tongue than usual. Let's try and get it at the tip and see what happens. No, it's the same. It's pretty much just that. It comes in as sour and yeasty, turns to sweet malt, and then fades to a yeasty, grainy feeling bitter hops finish with the little tangs of spruce in there. It's actually not a bad beer. It's not the best thing I've ever drank, not the best Belgium I've ever had, but it's not a bad beer. I would drink it again. I'd drink it again completely happily. Maybe next time I'd open it over top of a placemat or something. But other than that, it's not a bad beer at all. I would give it a 4.5 out of 10. It's not horrible. It's not anything that I can complain about. It tastes pretty good. It looks nice in the glass. It was in the $15 6-pack, so I mean it's a little bit pricier than most of the stuff that I've been reviewing lately, but it's worth it. 4.5 out of 10. Thank you for watching the Albino Rhino beer review. This has been a nice night for beer drinking. All my friends are gone. I'm just sitting here alone, drinking this here beer, watching my dog stare at me from the stairs, and good beer drinking to you. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's what a cup should look like when you're done drinking beer. Good night.